Hey friends, got the animal, am I blanking on the name? Wild Unknown. Pocket Animal Spirit deck. Now, I do not know all of the definitions of this deck. So today, I will be working on this intuitively. It's an experiment, so follow me. Whew. We've got Earthworm and Crow in reverse. And then we've got Turtle and Vulture in reverse. On the top, we've got Sea Serpent. And on the bottom, we've got Lion. The Earthworm is giving me very grounded. I want to say that there's a promise that you made to yourself or to someone else, or maybe to the universe, the divine, your ancestors, etc. And for some reason, I'm seeing this sort of this rainbow here as the promise, and this crow is holding that promise, but in reverse. The crow represents magic, represents, for me right now, represents the other side, whether it's ancestors or your higher self, the next best version of yourself, your intuition. There's a sense of giving up on that promise. There's a sense of giving it up to God, or giving it up to, first of all, giving it up, like saying, like, I don't know if I can do this. Not that there's no lack of desire, but you don't want to fight to keep this promise anymore. You don't want to fight to make good on your word. And you're actually kind of slowly backtracking out of it, either out loud or to yourself. On the other side, and I'm not sure if this is like the old you and the new you, lower self, higher self, and lower self sounds really pejorative. I don't mean it like, oh, your lower self, but like your lower chakras, your more earthly version of yourself, your desires, your basal instincts. We all have them, right? And then your higher self, your upper chakras, your intuition, the next best version of you. Like, I'm not sure what this, or this could be a completely different person. This could be where the promise is made. And we've got the turtle kind of saying, like, talk to the hand, to this vulture energy. Vulture energy, this reminds me of the death card. This reminds me of the vulture is a scavenger. The vulture is an important part of our ecosystem, but isn't necessarily respected as such, because you'll find them on the side of the highway eating the innards of an animal that died in, as roadkill, or they'll be waiting for their next meal. They're They're not go-getters in the sense that they'll hunt their kill, or unless it's already dying. The turtle is water energy. It represents taking your time, of course. It represents keeping your eye on the prize of what it is you're headed towards. Slow and steady wins the race, right? So if this is about keeping the promise, your higher self, the next best version of yourself, or this other person, this other energy, it's kind of like, I'm okay. I'm okay with you refusing to rise to the occasion of this promise. I'm okay with you not being a go-getter, right? Because again, the vulture means somebody that's kind of like lurking, waiting, knowing that they'll get their come up, but just not like hustling after it because they know it'll come to them, right? In reverse, it's saying that you have a conflicting energy here that doesn't want to give up on this next best version, on this promise, on this transformation. Because vulture in reverse, if I take that as the death card in reverse, the death card in reverse to me is a card of rebirth. It's a card of transformation. And with the turtle going like this, it's almost also saying like, I don't like this new version of you that's coming up in this transformation. Now I have these Rider-Waite cards here. I was not planning on using them, but I'm really curious about what this is about. The sea serpent and the lion. I believe the sea serpent is a card of, it's a spirit card. So it's a card of, it's a throat chakra card, if I'm not mistaken. I know I said I wasn't gonna look at the book, but I want to confirm that. I was wrong. The subtle energy of the sea serpent occupies the area of the Svadhisthana chakra, located deep within the pelvic bowl. This chakra is known as our center of creativity and desire and is associated with the water element. Svadhisthana translate as in her own abode, indicating this chakra is the home of the Divine Mother or Kundalini herself. I think what's at play here is desire. And the reason why you want to give up on this promise, whatever it is because there is an unfulfilled desire within you. Queen of Swords in reverse, the Chariot in reverse. Wheel of Fortune. Oh, that's a lot. That was like 12 cards. Let's get one more here for the vulture in reverse and turtle. Justice. Also falling out is the Queen of Pentacles and the Three of Wands in reverse. What I'm getting here is like, make sure you continue to handle your business. No matter what this is about, like don't neglect the other shit. Right? You can give up on this promise. Whatever decision you make, I'm not saying it's okay to give up, whatever. I'm saying like, whatever decision you make is fine. But what you need to remember is that you're a king right now in other areas of life. And you cannot let that be compromised by whatever situation this is about. And that's sort of a possible threat here. Because by you giving up on your promise, what's happening is Queen of Swords in reverse, Chariot in reverse. You're becoming more in your head. You're becoming more controlling. You're becoming more anxious. You're becoming more less emperor-like. So this is kind of like an emperor card to me. And the Cobra, which comes up next, is also, this is Aries energy for me, also an emperor card. So like you have a lot of masculine energy currently. And that is what you need in the rest of your life and everything else. The rest of your life, I don't mean like over time, but like in the other areas of life. But what's happening with this whatever the subject of this thing is that you're no longer trying to pursue, or that you want to just drop the reins on, it threatens your emperor energy. It turns you into something else. It makes you lethargic and anxious. It stops your forward motion, and it makes you unsure of yourself. It steals your energy, your mental energy. It steals your ability to discern, make up your mind, and move forward in a certain way. So whatever this thing is, recognize that about it. And then if you do decide to give it up, work actively to not let this outcome occur, right? This is the available energy that once you decide to drop the reins on a thing, these are the energies that potentially might come through. Turtle and Vulture in reverse. This here is saying that Wheel of Fortune and Justice. If you're able to embrace the dark side, whatever this is here, it feels dark, both with the Vulture. The Turtle is surrounded by water, but it looks dark on this card. The Crow's got a lot of darkness here. Whatever you decide, if you are able to embrace the darkness that exists within you, not try to stifle it, not to try to eject it, but recognize it and put it in its proper place, then you'll be able to bring justice to the situation. If this is you giving up a promise or a thing, then your goals and outcomes in this situation or this affected situations will still occur, will still come true into the form that you'd like it to be. There will be justice in the situation, but you have to recognize that the darkness is a very fine line of like falling into it completely or keeping your eye on it and managing it. And again, you can't let this stymie your forward motion. You can't let it make you you can't let it make you go into a place of stagnancy and waiting or inaction. And the way you do that is to continue taking care of yourself in other areas of life. Making sure your bills are paid, making sure you're eating right, making sure you're going to the doctor and the dentist, making sure you're doing things that nurture your creativity, making sure that you are checking in with your family and the people that you care about and love. Like, these are all things that matter to your wholeness. And that if you gave this thing up, if this promise is dropped, it's okay. Just manage the other pieces around you. Anyways, that's all I have for you. Hope y'all are well. Talk to you soon.